Hello, it's me, Pearl, and I'm rocking this 90s thing, but I also feel like it looks kind of weird because you can't see all the just this is kind of like a Woodstock thing going on. Not Woodstock like this. Woodstock like Snoopy and Woodstock. I actually am not recording this live, so I have the option of leaving all of that out that just happened, but I'm going to leave that in there for you because I love you. Okay, so today's a funny day, I can tell. I feel weird in my chair. I look cute in my outfit. Oh my god. I need someplace cute to go. I'm determined to get that cute place to go. And also, please help me. This is a plea from me to you to make a major donation today, like a significant one, like one that you were like, oh god, and I need you to do that because I just want to save my poor little car. I had to pay my insurance so that it's insured and I don't get in trouble for that, and it put me behind. So please, 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 I want to keep this car. I should be able to. It's not that much money. It's not that much money. So there's my begging and pleading with you today before I start this really incredible reading. And if you're not in a financial position to donate, I get it. Then beg your family and friends. No, there's so many projects I need to complete. There's so much I need to do. And I need your support to keep doing this really cool, fun job. And I am definitely constantly looking for other gigs too. So if you want to learn music, I'm also your person. And about that, I was talking to someone who is interested in starting a monthly women in music production, or you want to learn music production, or you just want to know what people are talking about when you go to your own sessions and people are doing stuff for you and you're like, well, I want it to sound like this, but you don't know how to ask for those things. We're going to do like a little get together support club virtual Zoom thing and hang out and talk about it, and I will answer questions. So if you want to ask like, how do I do this? What program should I use? Da 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 da. I will answer. Okay, so that's going to happen. Keep your eyes peeled. Someone else is going to be in charge of that, because if I'm in charge of it, it's going to take a long time for that to happen. But someone else is stepping up and they're going to take control of that, and that's good. So I have this beautiful reading in front of me today, which I really can't see very many of the cards. But just the way the cards look together is so good. Like, for instance, I'll just hold up so you can see the back of all of these cards. I'm going to try not to look at them yet because I like to be surprised when I read them to you. They match me. So cute. I love this look for me. Okay. So all the cards match me. I'm trying to get a cute screenshot. uh, okay. All right. Good. We got some good ones in there. Strike a pose. No, for real though. So beautiful. So many colors. So delightful to look at. And then, like, I have the oracles looking like this behind here, these coming together. And then behind that, I have this. Do you love this? Okay. So if you were over here and you could see all of this, you would just be like, oh, it's so pretty. And it is. So that's a vibe that I'm picking up. I think some really beautiful, lovely things, all things that are like going together, things that maybe shouldn't even go together, but they do, like whimsical fairy things and very normal, straightforward things. Okay, what are we doing today? I'm really rambling. Blah, I'm 4 minutes in. Probably lost half my audience, but that's okay, because I can tell this reading is for specific people. Forgive my not placement. I am not at all supporting Dunkin' Donuts or being supported or reimbursed by them in any way. I'm mostly just getting my coffee that's close to get to the house as I can get. And there you go. There you have it. Okay, anyway. So we're doing the thinking, saying, doing. Thinking, feeling, saying, doing. My headband's having a mind of its own, thinking, saying, doing, potential future oracle jam reading. And That's what we're doing today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do a Tell Me Everything reading for members only, but it's only $1 to become a member. And if a bunch of people became a member today, that would be a bunch more dollars that I would have to pay towards my car. Save my car. Okay. We're back to the reading. The top of the deck, overall energy, and I also have pulled one of these guys, which is like my color. It's like mood. You'll see. Look it's the Ace of Pentacles. This came out yesterday too, and it's back. See? Can you see how delightful this all looks? I didn't look at this yet. It is. Okay, so I'm not even saying what this position is. This is the mind, the intellect, the headspace, the Shiva, the yin and energy, or the divine masculine energy, not to be confused in any way with gender. But gender does identify strongly with certain character traits of the spectrum of masculine and feminine energy. Material world, overall energy, money talks, show me the money, I know my value, do you know yours? What do you have to offer? Does it look like mine? Because I have a lot to offer. There's a lot coming in here. This is very good energy. I told you. All right. That's the overall energy for masculine. Now, drum roll, please. Oh, my little. Okay, the 9 of freaking Pentacles and sweetness. Okay, so if we're going to have abundance in the headspace and like material offers, gestures in the headspace, and then the heart space, we're going to have this feeling of freedom and liberation. Also a return energy. What is meant to be comes back to me. And there's this sweetness. And then look at the pink that's coming through here. And look at the green. I love that so much. Okay. I'm just going to have a party today with these cards. Okay. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. So, this is a good place to be. I feel it. I hope you feel it. If you don't feel it, you're going to feel it. Because this is the overall energy that's happening today. We're focused usually on Venus's day or Freya's day on love, romance, and stuffs. And today is no different. And I think that you are seeing, you have a lot, you've put a lot of self-care. You've taken care of yourself. You tended to your garden. It's time to reward yourself. It's time to let yourself be treated. It's time to feel your sweetness and experience others enjoying that sweetness and kind of having your pick. Doesn't it look like a fruit picked off of a tree? Having your pick and just being able to bask in it. And then when I show you what's underneath, get excited. Also, not gonna lie, the fateful day is only, this is a timeless reading, but we're in February right now, so that day is coming up. I'm not even going to say that evil day's name. And this looks like that. And this is like a box of chocolates kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know. You got somebody sweet on you, definitely. You might be sweet on somebody. And there might be something really fruitful coming because underlying the energy for both of you, bam. We have more of that pink and blue, pink and green, and then of course the blue coming in now. We have a peacock energy here for what's displayed in the material, so the way that you feel on the outside, kind of, or the way you think of you look, your appearance. Then we have the Ace of Cups. This is feeling good about yourself, filling your cup up. This is almost exactly this. I love this reading so much. It's making me so happy. So this is a good place to be. Like, there is this sense that the divine feminine is finally aware of what she has to offer. The divine masculine is aware of what the divine feminine has to offer. And that awareness is causing them to want to tap into that abundance that's there. So the self-love is paying off. The hard work is paying off. That is what's the overall energy. So I don't even know if I care about the rest of the reading, but let's go. So what is the divine masculine thinking about the divine feminine right now? Damn straight. He is thinking, damn, she's hot. Queen of Wands. Like, she is powerful, magnetic, attractive, and she's confident, and she's feeling herself, and she's also really, woo, she's a lot. She's definitely a fire. She's a fire that's burning bright. And what is the divine feminine thinking about the divine masculine? She's not. She's not. She's thinking about herself. She agrees. She's like, yep, I agree. And this isn't like a thing where she's not thinking about him in a way that's like selfish or self-absorbed. She's just like, I know. The divine masculine is like, all I can think about is you. And she's like, I know. And the divine masculine is like, you're the one. And she's like, I know. I definitely am the one. And look at they're both like, isn't it interesting that because she feels like an empress and she's embodying that magnetism and abundant energy, everyone else is starting to think so too. So she's tapping into her innermost creativity, her emotions. She's feeling the power of her emotions and how the power of them lies in their ability to direct you and guide you. And that feedback between your thoughts and your feelings is how you become this Empress energy. And yeah, so when she's thinking about the divine masculine, she's thinking, yeah, I think he realizes that I'm the one. I think that he realizes that right now. And I think that I am also wanting to be that wife. I want to be that person. Like, I want to be that person. So that's coming through. So that was thinking. What's feeling? What's happening for feeling? What's going on with feelings? All right, I want to build something here. I want to work together. I want to collaborate with that Three of Pentacles. We keep seeing that coming up. This can also be, is there someone else? Is there another party? Is there a third party? Divine Feminine is coming up with the Two of Pentacles, which might indicate that there's some juggling going on. Yeah, yeah, there's other options. I'm making decisions right now. I'm weighing my options. I am looking at this person who's like, hey, you're great, and I love this about you. And I'm like, thanks, I know. I love this about you, too. I love that you noticed that about me. And then we got this over here, and she's like, yeah, that's right. I like that, too. And then she's going home and assessing, like, is this the kind of a long-term thing I would want? Or is this the kind of a long-term thing I would want? Or so, yeah, she is weighing things out. Definitely. That's what's going on. And that's what she's feeling she needs to do. She feels she needs to make a choice or needs to make a decision about what's coming to her, about the different things that are coming to her. She's also probably with an Empress energy juggling a lot. She's got a lot of responsibilities. She's prioritizing and she's choosing what to prioritize in her life. And it may be that she's choosing to prioritize creating that sacred space, which is for me working on, secured attachment styles, financial security, emotional health and well-being, physical health and well-being, safety in the body, all those kinds of things. That might be where she's choosing to focus right now, on the 3D, right? The 3D, the material. Because she's knowing that that's going to be helping to build that Four of Pentacles financial stability, which comes first from this sanctuary here that you build with that divine energy. So she's stabilizing and grounding, and we have 2 and 3, which is showing progress. So she feels that there's progress being made. She feels her own progress and her ability to make up her mind. The masculine energy, recognizing that the divine feminine has choices to make, is feeling that there could be things now that are between her just making this obvious choice. That he was like, oh yeah, she's clearly going to choose me in the past. Now he's thinking, whoa, this is a Queen of Wands. This is someone who probably has a lot of peacocks around her, right, with this peacock energy. This is probably somebody who has choices. Someone who's free to choose as they like. because they've got a garden filled with plenty of fruits. Do I want a peach? Do I want a pear? Do I want them both? And she kind of gets to do that now. She can juggle if she wants to. And I'm sure that feels pretty intimidating to the headspace. I'm sure the headspace is like, whoa, how do I do that? Should I do that? Is it okay for me to do that? Do I feel good about that? Do I feel bad about that? Was I limiting myself in the past when I wasn't doing that? And then the person in your life is like, should they be allowed to do that? I mean, I haven't done anything to like really show that I'm one of those options, so I can't really say anything about it. So I guess they do get to do that, but that's kind of shitty, and I want to change that, right? So what are they thinking, saying what are they saying to each other? What are they saying to each other? Divine masculine energy is like, I'm coming. I know it's been so long and so slow, but I am coming. And I'm solid. I'm reliable. I'm telling the truth here with all of this blue. And this is an abundant investment to make. And I know it's taking time, but I know I'm the most stable. You need just rely on me. You need to just be consistent. Like recognize that I'm consistent and that I'm loyal to you and that I'm driven to be by your side, and I'll do what it takes to build and to get there. Even if it took time, it'd be worth it to me. What is the feminine energy saying? Well, I guess you're in luck because I'm very patient and I can take, some of my tumultuous energy, some of my fiery side, my fiery nature, my desire, my passion, my wanting to rush things, and I can quell that. I can temper that energy. I can keep that in check. I can be all right with divine timing. I can honor that. I can be patient with that. As long as you speak your truth to me. If you withhold truth, then there will be peace between us. But I will not be waiting for you. Like, the ball's in your court. You need to communicate what your needs are. But yeah, I can be patient. I can be steady. I can allow something to grow. And also, I'm divinely protected, and I'm just allowing whatever's behind the scenes that's moving all the pieces together to do its work. I'm divinely protected and I'm divinely guided. Comment that. I'm divinely protected, I'm divinely guided. So you remember that as your mantra. Okay, the next position is, so that was thinking, this is what they were saying, and this is what they're doing. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the card of really heartfelt, sincere apologies. And I want to offer you something. I want to give you a small gesture of love, a small token of love. And I want to tell you that I do think that you are my true love. Like, I know this might feel rushed because of this, whatever third party thing from the Three of Pentacles has caused this to take a long time. So that might seem like this is a rushed, but it's actually been building and it's been growing for a while inside of me. And I just know, so I'm offering you my heart. Just, if it's awkward, if it's, if it's not exactly what you desire, I get it, but it's all I have, just, is my whole heart and my wholehearted apology for how long it has taken. And then what would Divine Feminine, what's she doing? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. She is in that Eight of Swords energy, which is, I have very strong boundaries. My boundaries are in place. Now, this can be limiting beliefs I have about our connection. This can be past wounds I've received that have caused me to be a little bit prickly or have a defense system. This can be that I have healthy boundaries and that I will, not be looking at anything that's not that physical gesture that we saw here with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, I respect that you may want to offer me something small to show me your love for me, but I don't intend to take into consideration anything that isn't a direct, respectful communication, because I have healthy boundaries in place. So it could be that too. This headband is liking to migrate. My hair needs to get just a little less silky satiny, I guess. Or my headband from the 90s. This is a legit from the 1990s. Observe. A piece of history. That was mine from my high school bedroom. So, okay. So Divine Feminine, interesting. What she's doing really is kind of just looking away from that masculine energy so much. She's focused more inward. She's created healthy boundaries, and she's not super interested in what the masculine energy has to offer right now. She's really kind of looking at how she's looking into her own cup. And she's like, okay, well, that's cool. I'm going to keep exploring. I'm going to keep dating. I'm going to keep seeing people while I get to know you, or I'm just going to, I'm not going to forget about me. I'm going to make sure that I keep going inward and keep having my own inner focus, because I've gotten into issues in the past when I've been focused outward. Now, the exciting thing is that I didn't see the devil anywhere, and I could have jinxed myself because we're not done with this reading yet, but I haven't seen it. And so for me, that energy of being too obsessive or too focused on someone else is really moved out of this reading. And then the final position is, what do you need to do? So what does the masculine energy need to do in order to create more harmony between what he's thinking and feeling and saying and doing? Yeah, 10 of Wands. He needs to take the burden of the emotional expression or the expression of ideas about what he desires off of the feminine. And you only do that by fully expressing your needs and desires and being clear and direct and not letting that feminine energy carry so much of the weight when it comes to this relationship dynamic. He needs to take the burden off of the feminine and start to do more of the processing. And then Divine Feminine, what does she need to do to create more harmony? Yeah, it looks like it. We have the Justice card here, which is really just really believing in the balancing of the scales, that and understanding that some connections end, or some people cannot come through because of the way the scales have been tipped. So, if one person completely disregards another person's suffering and doesn't take it into account and doesn't apologize and doesn't come forward and doesn't do anything to show any kind of real world support, then it's likely that that person doesn't then just get to suddenly flip into an energy of receiving all of that. So if you want this relationship with the person who's done that, then them getting this reward of being with you is not really karmically balanced. It serves that other person needs to feel the full brunt of your experience, because they have to put the shoe has to be on the other foot so that they can understand, oh. And so it, that's why were these delays. That's why there were these gaps between where you were on the same page and where you weren't, because in order for you to come together, those universal scales had to be balanced. Otherwise, you would still be depleted. The other person would still be receiving all of the energy and you would still feel crummy. So what's the happiness potential in this connection? We cannot get rid of her, and I'm not sad about it. I have a treat for you. The High Priestess, which is, I'm going to say it, the Twin Flame card, one of them. The World card, bitch, which is the ending, closing, and completion of a cycle. And the Four of Wands, which is also a Twin Flame card, which is the engagement, the marriage, the celebration, the reunion. It's what you want. It's what you want. And this card, which is very, very interesting and very, very pink, as was that first sweetness card we got. Very heart chakra opening reading, because we have had green and pink, and this disruption card is the equivalent of the tower. And remember, not all towers are bad towers. Some towers are really good, because to end the cycle will be an incredible disruption to the way things have always unfolded in the past. This also for me is like a surprise engagement or a surprise commitment, like where you're suddenly somebody's like, look, I know I don't want anyone else. I can tell. I can see who you are. I know who you are. Let's start making plans together. And you're going to be like, that's what? Okay, that's kind of the energy of that. Oh my Lanta. So it's really interesting, because the whole reason I'm doing this reading this way and not on a live today like I normally do is because my internet's down, but I could still record to my computer. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do it on my computer. And now I'm just seeing how significant it is, because I can make like a nice, I can actually, I can do an image of this spread. Okay. So many cool things are happening. And I still have a few more cards to read. All right. So, I'm doing the Tell Me Everything thing where we read an animal spirit card as if the 33 horse masculine 111 on the clock when I'm saying this. The discernment card. Okay. It's fine. 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 Okay. Horse spirit card says freedom is yours. Now, you know that's true, because this Nine of Pentacles is freedom, freedom, freedom for one and all. Okay? And there were two of them. And I only used 2 decks that had Nine of Pentacles in them, which means you got 100% freedom. 100% freedom from this reading. And it was the pink and the green. And then this discernment card is coming out for the masculine energy. So first, we're going to read the horse card. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. I stopped drinking caffeine recently because I've just been drinking tea, which is nice. Cold brewed only. Can't do hot tea. Only herbal cold brews. Like hibiscus jasmine. And I only drink jasmine because it's supposedly good for me. And I think it is. I feel better. So, jasmine tea. It's a thing that works. Okay, freedom, horse is yours, spirit. This is what divine masculine would say. Very interesting reading. Interesting reading. Da-da-da-dum. Okay, when horse spirit appears. Okay, so this is what he would say. When I appear, you are gifted with the spirit of movement and freedom. It is a time for travel and adventure, whether that means a trip somewhere or taking a different type of journey, one of freedom of choice. I'm here to remind you that no matter the circumstances, you have free will and choices that can take you far away to a better place, a better situation, a better state of being, for there is no one but you to rein in your will to make a different decision. You are capable of making powerful choices that will affect you for a long time to come. Horses are social animals and known to be a friend to mankind, willing to carry us forward when we need it. I am here to remind you that help will be available to you whenever you need it, and companions will be by your side wherever you choose to go, whatever direction you choose to travel. Life is an adventure, and I want you to know that whatever choices you make, You have great spirit within, invisible, yet holding you up and always walking by your side. And if your inquiry is about a relationship, you can set your heart free to experience love in all forms. Spirit whispers to you that the gift of freedom is yours if you allow yourself to break out of your perfectionism, and stubbornness, and make a move and enjoy the freedom of letting go of the need of control. Now, this is so interesting for me personally because right now I have quite a few options, and I have, never been in a position where I've had like more than one focus at a time. And so I'm like, what do I do? And this masculine energy is like, you are free to do as you please. So my mind is wanting to set my heart free to explore, to really get to know different people, and to find the person who makes me feel the way that I want to feel, right? And so the masculine energy is actually that's very setting the ego free. It's like you can go and you can explore and find what it is that you're looking for, which is beautiful. And then there's this energy of using discernment on this journey. Now, if you're panicking that you're like, you're kind of attached to this one person and you're seeing them say to you like, yeah, you're free to go, and that makes you feel really panicky, then that's something to consider, because then that means that you are very much entrenched here in this Eight of Swords energy where you're kind of keeping yourself stuck. You're not allowing yourself to explore. Instead, you're being very patient, waiting for this other person to, do this work or move faster, which really they can't do and shouldn't do because they're on their own journey. And so because of that, you've decided that you're not willing to explore and you're just kind of staying in your own, prison of your thoughts, and remembering that you need to do justice to your own journey. And you're not, the longer that you resist learning lessons through connections with others, the longer your journey with that specific person is going to be. Because it's like they're waiting for you to learn the lesson of detaching from them and being able to have those experiences with others. You're also, that person is always thinking like, oh, they're just going to be around for me forever. Like, they're just going to wait for me forever. So I don't really need to do anything until I'm ready. Which is true. They don't need to do anything, and you will be around for them forever. Through all time and all eternity, in many permutations and many lifetimes. So if they don't get to it in this lifetime, they didn't get to it in this lifetime, and that's all right. You can try again, different one. But there's other people, there's other options, and they're going to make you feel so good. There's so much brightness and so much color in this reading that if you leave this reading feeling sad and dark and alone, it is a sign that there's something a little bit off right now in how you are perceiving your connection with your person and what you think it's going to give you or do for you. And you might want to look a little deeper into that, and there's tons of readings on my channel that explore all those things, so you're probably in the right place. So welcome. We've all been there. We've all gone through it. And if you need personal help with it, you can find me at the link in my profile or the link below. Okay, so now let's look at this discernment card. This is the Unlocking the Secret Garden card. This is for the masculine energy 25. Now this masculine energy has just said, hey, you're free to roam and explore. I'm not going to hold you back. You make your own choices in this life. And this card said, as the poet once said, people show who they are, believe them. People show you who they are, believe them the first time. Discernment is the key that unlocks opportunity. Though we may want what we want with wild passion, only the young and naive rush into a situation without testing its authenticity first. Testing situations, relationships, and people doesn't make you a hard ass. It makes you a good guardian of your sovereignty, unwilling to trade away the treasure of your being without reciprocity and deservedness. Refuse to be blinded by your own desire and other people's good intentions. Do you see that card? Refuse to be blinded by your desire and other people's good intentions. This means you really desire that the person that you love, who has the good intentions of wanting to be with you, will overcome whatever it is that they're struggling with that keeps them from coming forward and saying and doing anything. You really desire for them to overcome that, because that's what they intend and that's what you hope, like that addiction or that abusive behavior or that neglect or that failure, you know, benign neglect or whatever it is. You're like, you're blindly allowing yourself to be continually treated with disrespect, disregard, dishonesty. So refuse to be blinded by your own desire and other people's good intentions. Neither are enough for you to accept less than your worth. And I have learned this lesson. You must get up from the table when love is no longer being served. Use your sense of discernment to determine what opportunities and relationships are worthy of you. You must get up from the table when love is no longer being served. That is when I left the table. I left the table when I realized love was never actually being served. That was not what I was receiving. Obsession, fixation, admiration, manipulation. I was receiving those things. I thought that was love. It wasn't. It was not. Because it resulted in suffering, harm, pain. Now I'm experiencing a lot of interest from people who are not handing me any of those feelings. And it's a different experience. And I recognize now, when there's no love on the table, that I don't need to stay at the table. If it just feels like you're the center, like you're someone's muse or you're someone's obsession or their focus, it's like, and they're not doing anything to like take it past that point. They're not trying to have a conversation. They're not trying to communicate. They're not trying to do anything except for just be admired by you or be loved by you or be focused on by you. Then you have to get up from the table. All right. What would feminine say to the masculine energy here? We have white raven spirit. Trust in the magic. This keeps coming up. I keep hearing people say, trust in the process, da da da. I want to also say, though, that the process is fairly intuitive, and if you feel like you have to do a lot of mental legwork to trust in something, then you're maybe not listening to your heart. Why? Can someone explain the migration of headbands to me? Let's see. Let's track it. How long does it take for the headband to migrate all the way back to my head? It just must be from my jaw moving. Okay, I'll move my jaw less. It's more comfortable there. I just think it's kind of broken or something. It's so cute though. Okay, so Divine Feminine would say to the masculine right now, hey, you know what? Nothing in the universe is random. For the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning, and I appear to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of Spirit's plan for all. Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that I am guiding you, an ally to you, and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eyes can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you the magic and miracles that are your birthright. Now is the time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. Pay attention to how things come together as if by magic, and you will see the hand of Great Spirit arranging things in your favor. Yes, bitch. That's what she said. Okay, uncertainty. This is what Divine Feminine would say right now. Also, I just want you to know that we had 33 card from the Divine Masculine. Boom. And we had the 66 card from the Divine Feminine. And it was just 122 just a second ago. Okay, 41. Uncertainty. Uncertainty. This one say, Befriending uncertainty is the key to unlocking bravery. Even though certainty is praised in our culture as confidence, it's overrated. Are you aware that when you actually don't know what's coming next, you have a multitude of options? Miracles tingle with excitement just to be near you, because at that moment you radiate possibility. There is great power in uncertainty. Befriending it is what attracts new ideas and revelations. A whole slew of paths unfold before you, begging for your steps. Ones that wouldn't have existed while you're in the fixed position of certainty. Which one will you choose? Take some time to be in the unknowing and watch the possibilities expand into a whole new horizon of choice. Wow, this reading is super profound for me. If for no one else, I have certainly been moved by this reading and received a lot of messages that I needed to hear. Okay, so now we're going to clarify the disruption card that came out here at the end of the reading, and then we're going to give a sign or symbol that you should be aware of this week, and we're going to look at the self-care activity for the next week, and I will also bring you up to date on ones you might have missed this week if you didn't see all the other readings. I'll just tell you what they are so you can do them or add them to your roster of spiritual practices. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. Okay, so pink. Since pink was the most dominant color, I shall read pink. It is frequently associated with love, sweetness, nurturing, and compassion. Pink roses are often associated with affection and gratitude. And in astrology, pink is aligned with the planet Venus, so it's Venus's day. Okay, we're all excited about that. Which rules over aesthetics and love. Rose quartz, a popular crystal known for its light pink hue, is said to be useful for connecting to matters of the heart and boosting feelings of self-love. Brighter shades of pink like magenta and fuchsia convey a sense of excitement, while lighter shades of pink are often used to bring feelings of relaxation into an environment. Okay, so that's pink. And then this card says, like this shocking pink color, this card demands attention. And I want you to note that this shocking pink color has appeared in nearly all of the cards that we are looking at today, but even in ones that really didn't have them in, like this whole set has that bright pink in it. Love that. Okay, so yeah. So it demands attention. It represents intensity, innovation, and non-conformity. It is a catalyst for releasing fear in order to make bold and courageous moves. What is stagnant in your life that needs to change? Ask yourself that question. How can you shake things up a bit? How can you continuously innovate your life in unexpected and productive ways? I am just being Pearl 24 hours a day. That is how I'm disrupting, because before I was being like Pearl, and now I'm Pearl. Okay? Does that make sense to you? Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's look at this. So the sign or symbol that's going to be really significant for you for this next week is the Target here, the bullseye. Focus, okay? We also had, that was the card that came up on Monday, so this is good through, I'm probably doing another reading on Sunday or Monday. Water is another symbol that's active for you this week. So we've got this symbol or sign. When you see it, pay attention to the thoughts, the feelings, the ideas, the situation that's unfolding at the time that you see it. Particularly if it's grouped with numbers, spirit numbers. This card is 4D. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 3, 2, 1. So we basically get 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So all those combinations of numbers, spiritual stuff, or oh my God, spirit numbers, or whatever the hell they're called, angel numbers. Okay, whatever. I can't say anything. Ooh, I am so here for the self-care card that is coming out. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. Okay. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. So yeah, the self-care activity looks juicy, looks good. And if you want the other self-care activities because you're like, oh God, I don't know about that self-care. I'm all about this. Like, I will drive to get some of that self-care activity right now. We have take a walk, if that's a little bit less extreme for you, and the least out of your comfort zone you could get, watch a movie. Those were all the self-care activities that have come up this week. All right, but let me give you the tea on these two cards before you go. And I will miss you. Okay. This is from the Signs of the Time Oracle by Crystal Banner. I highly recommend this deck. It is cool. It has like now relevance, stuff that's modern time stuff. Okay, there's a goal in your line of sight and complete focus is required to hit the target dead on. Maybe you're preparing for an upcoming test or getting close to achieving a personal or professional goal. In any case, self-discipline, planning, and time management are necessary for success. This is the time to buckle down. If there is an element of competition, careful preparation is required to achieve your desired result. You may also be in a situation where you have your eyes on a potential friend or romantic partner, or someone has you in their sights. Balance is key in all things, so be cautious of becoming overly focused to the point of overthinking, obsession, or distraction. This can cause you to miss your mark and lead to frustration as a result of not meeting your goal. But if you miss, take a breath and try again. With all that hard work, you can definitely do this. Your additional meanings include minimize distractions, increase attention or interest in you, and your goal is near. Boom. Okay, so what that is giving is, I said, oh, no devil here, no obsession, no fixation. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. I am focused on my goals. Comment that below. I am focused on my goals. I am focused on my health and well-being. I'm focused on my self-care. Whatever it is that you do not want to be distracted from because you know that it helps you be at your best. For me, that's my novenas and my spiritual stuff. I am focused on doing that every single day. That is what keeps me grounded. That's what keeps me stable. Say my prayers, okay? So say your prayers every single day. And it doesn't matter who you pray to or how you pray or what you're doing. I don't have any preferences for you on that. As long as you're not praying for other people's harm or praying to harmful beings that intend to harm people, I am cool with whoever you're praying to. Incidentally, even if you're praying to people who harm others and could harm you, go ahead. That's probably going to backfire. So, I don't even have to police that. Do your thing, man. Okay. Hey, look. A double number. 44. All right, the sex card. Every time this comes up, I feel like there's a certain group of people that's like, it's a little hard for me to like go there. And I get that. Some of you have some traumatic wounding going on there. Might be something to visit. But here is your mantra. You're going to hate me too if you're uncomfortable. But when you're most uncomfortable sometimes, it's something good to face. Look how pretty it is and it matches me. Okay. I am experiencing the cosmic orgasm. Okay. There's a deep well of joy, bliss, and healing available to us through sex when it is treated as a sacred experience of divine union. To achieve the deepest states of pleasure and connection, we must have an open heart and body, trust, and be able to hold the frequency of pure presence. Tune into your body's innate wisdom to uncover what kind of sexual experience or lover you would like to call in. Through this reflection, acknowledge your sexual history and be honest with yourself about any limiting beliefs, blocks, or trauma you need to work through. If there is a lot to unpack here, you may need to seek the support of a professional. As you grow comfortable exploring your own body and your lover's body, as well as expressing your unique essence, desires, and emotions, you will find additional layers of pleasure. Sex is one of the most incredible ways to cultivate your potent life force energy, also known as Kundalini or Shakti, which you can channel into all areas of your life. The journal prompt is, what kind of sexual experience would you like to call into your life? I know what I want, and I want it now. Okay, so go get it. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here at this 50-minute reading that was supposed to be 30 minutes at 1:33 p.m. I'm ending this reading now. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a glorious day.